All right, let's dig into something unexpected today.
Yeah.
You sent us sources talking about Swami Vivekananda, one of India's most revered spiritual figures. But seeing him as a young guy, a really formidable athlete, making headlines for cricket.
Yeah, it's quite an image, isn't it?
It really is.
So today we're doing a deep dive into this claim that's circulated quite a bit
Yeah.
about Vivekananda or Narendranath Dutta back then and his, well, supposed cricket skills.
Right. And our mission here is really to unpack the historical truth, try to separate fact from fiction and also get at the deeper cultural meaning. We've got a stack of sources here, historical accounts, cultural publications.
Yeah, quite a mix.
So let's start with the claim itself. What's the actual story?
Okay, so the core story puts young Narendranath Dutta, this is mid-1880s we're talking, playing a really key cricket match at Eden Gardens in Calcutta, no less.
The iconic Eden Garden. And he wasn't just playing that. The story makes him out to be a star.
Exactly. He was playing for the town club that was the Bengali-founded club against the Calcutta Cricket Club, the CCC, which was very much British-dominated.
Right.
And the feat, supposedly taking an incredible 7 wickets. Some versions even say he only gave up 20 runs doing it.
7 wickets for 20 runs against the CCC. That would have been huge.
Huge. But, the interesting thing is how well this actually fits with Vivekananda's known personality.
How so?
Well, think about it. He was always known for being physically robust, right? He strongly believed in physical strength.
Oh, yeah, the famous quotes about muscles of iron and nerves of steel.
Exactly. Or that it's easier to reach God through football than through the Gita.
Right.
So a young Narendranath being a great athlete, it lines up perfectly. That biographical consistency, it adds a lot of weight.
Okay, so it fits the man. But what about actual, written proof? Where does the story show up?
Well, it's consistently reported in some pretty reliable secondary sources. Raju Mukherjee's book, Eden Gardens, Legend and Romance, is a key one. And Mukherjee traces it back to what he calls a local publication. Further digging seems to point towards Udbodhan magazine, specifically the April 2004 issue.
Udbodhan? Wait, wasn't that?
Yes, founded by Swami Vivekananda himself. And it's still published by the Ramakrishna Mission.
Wow. Okay, that lends it immense credibility, doesn't it? Coming from a publication so closely linked to him.
It really does. Culturally and institutionally, that's a very strong source.
And you mentioned the context earlier. This wasn't just about sport, was it? The whole socio-political angle.
Absolutely crucial. Think about Calcutta in the 1880s. Cricket wasn't just cricket.
It was politics.
In a way, yes. A microcosm of the colonial power dynamic. The CCC represented British rule.
And the town club.
That was the Indian Challenge, founded by Bengalis like Saradaranjan Ray, specifically to compete to show they could match the British.
So Narendranath taking 7 wickets against them.
It would have been a massive symbolic victory, a statement for emerging Indian nationalism, showing capability, beating the colonizers at their own game.
A subtle assertion of power.
Exactly. And apparently nationalist leader Hemchandra Ghosh was even there, sort of guiding or encouraging Narendranath during the game. It shows how layered this event was.
Okay, so far, the biographical fit, the source like Udbodhan, the context.
Yeah.
It all sounds, well, highly probable, right?
It does build a strong case for the story itself being plausible, yes.
There's always a but, isn't there?
There often is. And here it gets really interesting, especially for our digital age. There's this photo.
Ah, the photo. I've seen that online. Claims to show Vivekananda bowling in the match.
That's the one. Widely shared, very viral, and it is absolutely 100% fake.
Fake. How do we know?
Oh, fact-checking organizations have definitively debunked it. It's actually an altered image of an English cricketer named Headley Verity.
Headley Verity?
Yeah, it's a well-known player. And the photo is from around 1940, not the 1880s.
Wow. So completely wrong person, wrong era.
Completely. It's a stark reminder, isn't it? How easily visual misinformation can spread. We have this credible textual tradition, but then this fake visual proof gets attached to it.
You really have to separate those two. Textual accounts versus, potentially doctored images.
Critical thinking is key there.
So if the event likely happened and was culturally significant, why is it so hard to find, say, an official scorecard? A primary record?
Yeah, that's a fair question. You have to remember what record keeping was like in the 19th century.
Not like today, I imagine.
Definitely not. Detailed scorecards for local club matches, they weren't always kept, or certainly not archived in the way major, first-class matches might have been.
And maybe different priorities. What was huge for the Bengali community?
Might not have registered as historically significant enough for the, let's say, British-centric official records.
Mm.
History is often selective in what gets documented formally.
Right. It depends who's doing the documenting.
Precisely.
Okay, so wrapping this up then.
Yeah.
Where do we land on the truth of it all? It feels like a bit of a balancing act.
It is. Look, a definitive original score sheet proving it beyond all doubt that seems elusive, perhaps lost to time.
Right.
But the consistency of the story, incredible sources, especially ones like Udbodhan with direct links to Vivekananda's legacy, plus the strong biographical and contextual fit.
It makes the event itself very likely.
I'd say very likely true, as both a historical anecdote, something that probably happened, and as a culturally significant event that resonated deeply at the time.
But the photo.
The photo is unequivocally false. We need to be crystal clear on that.
So this deep dive really shows how history isn't always just about official documents, is it?
Not at all. It's often this mosaic, official records where they exist, but also oral traditions, cultural memory, stories passed down.
Especially for figures like Vivekananda, where maybe the official paper trail is thin for certain parts of their life.
Exactly. And it makes you think, doesn't it? How are important figures remembered when documentation is sparse?
Yeah, and how do these culturally powerful stories keep shaping identity, inspiring people, even today?
That's the provocative thought, perhaps. How these layers of truth, documented, remembered, culturally felt, make up our understanding of the past. Something for you, the listener, to really chew on.